one of the really interesting chapters in your book is about gold. And there's been a lot of media debate in the past about your views on gold. You yourself have posed the question as to why would anyone want to buy this barbarous relic? I don't know whether John Paulson is in the audience, but it's an interesting question. But do you think that gold is currently a good investment given what you're saying about the potential for turmoil?
Yes.
Do you put...
Yeah, I mean, economists are usually perfect in equivocating. In this case, I didn't equivocate. Look, remember what we're looking at. Gold is a currency. It is still, by all evidences, the premier currency where no fiat currency, including the dollar, can match it. And so that the issue is, if you're looking at a question of turmoil, you will find, as we always have in the past, it moves into the gold price.
I'm Priscilla Barrera with the Investing News Network, and here with me today is Adrian Day of Adrian Day Asset Management. Thank you so much for joining us
Well,
today.
thank you for having me, Priscilla.
All right, so my first question for you today is, last year we saw a rebound in the resource sector as a whole. Do you expect that to continue in 2018?
I do. I have a bit of caution in the near term with some of the base metals because I think they ran a little bit too far too fast. But overall, I think the trend is definitely upwards, yeah.
That's good. And speaking specifically about gold, we saw gold prices gain more than 13% in 2017. Will that continue this year?
I'm definitely bullish on gold. It's interesting you mentioned the 13% because most mainstream investors didn't even notice it. In any normal year, 13% would be considered very good. No, I think gold has definitely turned the corner, and I definitely expect, a much stronger gold market this year.
I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and here today with me is Brian London, editor of Gold Newsletter. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Great to be with you, Charlotte.
Great, as usual. So, the last time we spoke, I believe, was in October.
Yeah.
I believe you accurately predicted that in December we'd see a rate hike.
Yes.
And that would act as a launching pad for gold in the new year. So, that's great.
Thank you for remembering that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I checked back to see. So, can you offer us another short-term prediction for gold?
No, actually yes. I think we're at a risk as we talk right now of perhaps a very short-term weakening in the gold price. I think that the structure of the futures markets is set up that we might see a bit of a smash down in literally the next week or two, but I think that if you want to know where gold's going, you have to look at the US dollar, and I think that there's an argument to be made, both technically and fundamentally, that we're going to have about another 3 to 4 months of dollar weakness, and therefore we'll have about another 3 to 4 months of gold strength, taking us close to the summer, and then who knows. But I do think that we're going to have a generally upward bias for gold over the next few months.
I'm Melissa Shaw with the Investing News Network here at the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference with David Erfle of Junior Miner Junkie. How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you.
So what should people look for when choosing a company to invest in?
Oh, since I deal mostly in juniors, a strong management team and a large land package with blue sky potential and a tight share structure.
And what commodities are you bullish on for 2018?
I like gold, silver, copper, and zinc, even though it's at a 10-year high.
Will that impact silver at all? I mean, I've heard
absolutely.
that silver's underperformed in 2017.
Yes, it has, but silver juniors right now are leading, which is very, very bullish. When you have silver juniors leading in a sector, that is extremely bullish.